Good morning, Las Vegas. It's Zandra Pollard. We're over here with Zandra. Today, my co-host is Tashiba Davis.
Yes.
Thank you for being here.
Definitely, thank you. I'm excited to have our talk,
Yes.
and to dive into what we reviewed.
Yes, so we reviewed Veggie Street, right?
Veggie Street, yes.
Veggie Street is an awesome vegan spot to have some great comfort food. It's not like your typical, when you think, vegetarian restaurant or vegan restaurant, you're thinking more like salad, something like
bird
really,
food.
yeah, like bird food or something like that. But no, this has like a street vendor feel to it, right? So like all that comfort stuff, like chicken wings and burgers and stuff like
French
that,
fries
right?
if you wanted,
Yeah, so we'll tell you about some of the things we experienced at Veggie Street, and let's dive into it. So,
Alrighty.
we started with the zombie smoothie.
Yes.
Now, I liked it just because it started with the Z,
Oh goodness, Zandra.
like me.
Z and Z, yes.
Right, so I wanted to try the zombie. And so the zombie was a great energy smoothie because it had guarana.
Yes.
Guarana was the
seeds.
thing. Yes.
Look it up. Come on, look it up. Learn
Yeah.
about it.
Because guarana is a lot like coffee.
Caffeine.
That caffeine in coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's a plant with a little berry on it. And it has as much caffeine as like your Starbucks coffee.
Okay.
Right? Without the taste and without the, browning of your tongue.
Right. And it was, for me, it was extremely refreshing. I think I remember you saying, Zandra, when you first tasted it, what was that vegetable that you were like,
My God, beets.
Yes.
It had beets in
Yes.
it. We need beets. Yeah, and they're really tough to eat, right?
They can be. I kind of like beets. My mom got me on beets.
Okay.
So depending on how you cook them, obviously, what you put them with.
Okay.
But yes, I have a friend who's really into the smoothies, and she makes beet smoothies. So I know you had said, when you first tasted it, that strong beet taste.
Right. But it was tasty. Like, it was really good. Whatever they added with the guarana, which I don't think has a strong flavor, you could taste the beet, but there was something else in that drink that made it taste really, really good.
What popped out for me, the beets, but for me, I think it was the lime.
There you go.
That's what it was for me.
It cut that beet.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So it wasn't overpowering. It wasn't too strong. It was tasty with the beets, the lime. Obviously, the guarana seeds were in it. I think it's pineapple.
There we go.
And the spinach.
Doesn't that sound good?
It was extremely refreshing. Just the right thickness. I like my smoothies thick. Okay. I like that thick smoothie stuff. So for me, it was extremely refreshing. Just the right consistency. Did you feel it was the right consistency for you?
It was perfect. I mean, out of all of the smoothies, it kind of, for me, was like a mix between smoothie and juice.
Okay.
So it wasn't super thin, but it wasn't super thick either.
Yeah.
So it went down good. It tasted good. And, it was like a red flavor because of the wheat. And very refreshing and very tasty.
So obviously the drink was really good, but I like that we learned something new with the guarana seeds.
Yes.
That
I had no clue about this guarana.
Yeah, so I'm telling y'all, check out the guarana if you want to stay away from the caffeine as far as in the coffee, because it's still going to give you that same energy. I remember we were talking about that. But guarana seeds is definitely something to look into.
And I had a long day, and I definitely needed that guarana to keep me going.
So definitely a good drink to check out.
Yes. And then after that, they treated us so good at Veggie Street.
Yes, Winter, awesome.
Shout out to Winter.
Awesome. Yes, Winter, thank you. And Eric, thank you.
Yes, the owner, Eric. He was absolutely amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah. So we thank you for letting us try all of your tasty treats. And we're going to get into the next item that we tasted, which was the poppers.
Yes.
So they have 3 different types of poppers. They have jalapeno.
Yes.
They have
the jalapeno ones, obviously, and then the chicken poppers we tried, and then I'm trying to remember the other ones. Was it the?
It was like a beef one, but keep in mind this is not real chicken and beef. It's like flavored chicken, flavored beef.
Yes. So I know you had a favorite out of those.
The jalapeno.
Those were tasty.
Yes.
Tasty.
So they do fry the poppers. FYI, they're not air fried. They do use oil. But again, it's that street vendor truck type feel. It's not a truck, but it's like that feel of that type of food, like carnival food or something like that. So
with the poppers, even I'm glad you mentioned they do fry them in the oil. How for me, I don't know if you felt like this, but they were still light. Did you still feel that they were light even though they were oiled, fried?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they were delicious.
They were light still, so they didn't have that heavy feel that sometimes fried foods can feel. They didn't. For me, they didn't have that crispy. Obviously on the outside, and the inside
was doughy, good, delicious.
Extremely delicious on the inside. So again, I would agree with you. The jalapeno peppers were the poppers peppers. Yeah. They were probably my top pick as well.
Okay. And then we moved right along. We had so much food there.
Yes, they just brought it out.
Right, but when I left, I didn't feel heavy. I still was energized. I think it was that zombie, but I still felt a lot of energy, and my day went through, very smoothly.
Yes.
But the next item we had after those poppers was the sandwiches we had. Not sandwiches.
The yucca root. You remember the yucca root? Yes.
Yes.
The yucca root.
We did have that as an appetizer as well. We had the yucca root. And that was amazing. It's like a potato. It has like a lot of carbs.
Yeah.
However, it is more nutritious than a potato.
I kept popping those. Okay. I was like, excuse me. It was extremely tasty. And I believe was with the yucca root, she gave us a particular sauce. Was it the tahini on that one, or was it with the poppers? You remember?
She gave us a
tahini sauce. So it was the tahini. Okay.
Yes, for that yucca root, and then we did have sauces with those poppers as well. We had like it was like a red hummus.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes, hummus. That's what it was. Yeah, and so those sauces were extremely tasty as well.
Yes.
The right consistency.
I found myself dipping back and forth. I like to double, triple, quadruple dip in my own, but I found myself like dipping in all of those sauces.
Yeah, I think for me the tahini was really good.
It was.
And that's why I said for me I was dipping the yucca root because it is a potato, so I was eating almost like French fries. Just popping it like French fries.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't do it like, the shape of a fry.
Right, because it was more of a squarish shape or just...
Yeah. It kind of looked like they were going for like that home fry look.
Yes. Yeah. Now that you say that. That home fry look.
But think about it, Eric. Maybe shape it like a French fry so that we feel like, because it tastes, damn, it tastes like
it was. Yes, and I was eating them like French fries.
Yeah.
Okay. So that yucca root I extremely enjoyed that dish as well.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And so then after the zombie, the appetizers of the poppers and the yucca root, then we got right into the burgers.
Yes.
So we had a chicken burger, and then we had a beef burger. Beef and chicken.
I'm glad you said it. Just a reminder, yes, This is all vegan. So they're not tapping into these animals real. For real. Okay? For real. Yes.
So which sandwich did you like?
For me, it was the Southwest crispy chicken.
Okay.
I liked it. I think it was for me the moisture of it, and obviously the flavors for me hit a little bit stronger for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I went with the beef burger because I actually eat beef and I like beef. So it's really hard to get out of that. But that veggie beef burger was hitting pretty good. It had like some like a coleslaw, red coleslaw.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was very tasty. And then, what was a trip? They even had like, it was like kind of red colored, so it looked like it was medium rare.
It was. I remember
like
seeing
how
that
y'all
red
do
because
that.
I looked
Yeah.
at it. I looked at it, you know. But the coleslaw was good.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wonder if they have it where you can get that coleslaw on the side, because I like a little coleslaw.
I'm sure. I mean, we didn't even think to ask, you know, but yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, we were so busy looking at all the food coming to the table.
And so even with that one too, that one was extremely moist. So people, their sandwiches were moist. There's nothing dry.
Right.
Okay, about these sandwiches.
Right.
And so too, something Z, if I wanted to mention, because people have various allergies. So you know, with the falafel, the I think it was, if I'm remembering correctly, the chicken sandwich is falafel.
Oh, right. We did have a falafel too.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
And that was good. But it was like your typical falafel you would get anywhere else. You know, nothing super exciting about it. It was really good, but just your typical falafel.
I'm glad you brought that up. But with the allergies, so because I can't have peanuts, things of that nature. So they do have soy free and gluten free for people who have allergies. So I wanted to make sure everybody knew that. You know, you do have that option.
Oh well, thank you for that point, because I don't have food allergies, so I can eat whatever I pretty much want. So thank you for that.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of people have some allergies, so. Yeah. Hit them up still, okay? They can definitely cater to what you're looking for.
And you know, what did you like, before we get to the dessert, because we're going to save that dessert for last, because there's like a little bit to talk about. What did you think about the ambiance? So we went in, and what did you think?
It was welcoming.
Okay.
For me, it was welcoming. It was... You know, I like cleanliness.
It looked very clean.
It was extremely clean.
Yes.
And, you know, simple.
It was simple. It wasn't cluttered.
Yes.
There were motivational, you know, quotes, expressions or quotes on the wall. So they were interesting to read while you wait for your food.
And again, going back to how extremely nice Winter and Eric are, they were allowing people, if you have business cards, you can set them on, there's a table near the front door.
Yes.
So again, extremely welcoming.
Yes, and very clean. I like that.
Yes.
And lots of space.
Yes.
And there's outside eating as well. So with the weather being so beautiful right now, it's great to sit outside and have your veggie street item of choice.
And again, I'm glad you brought it as far as the ambiance, with it being clean, welcoming. They have enough tables in there to not too close together, because I know, you know, whole pandemic thing, and people are like, people may still feel they don't want to be up against, you know, all up on people.
Right.
So I felt, you know, the tables were spaced just right.
Right, and plenty of room to, like, you know, you can have a little party in there. I think, you know, I love a party. You can have a little veggie street party in there. You know, maybe after, you know, a sporting event or something like that. Maybe take the kids down there for something, you know, healthy and refreshing.
Yeah, definitely. I love all of that. So I concur with you on all of that. You can have a party or a little gathering, and it was clean and welcoming.
Yes. And so now we will touch on this fabulous dessert.
Crepe, that's what it was.
It was a crepe, and you can get like chocolate and banana, or
strawberries.
Yes, you can mix it all up. You can have peanut butter, which Toshiba cannot, but they also have peanut butter you can put in there, and they top it off with some like you know, powdered looking sugar. Is it real sugar? Like, I don't know that. I did not ask if they're using real sugar.
You didn't ask.
I know the cheese is vegan cheese.
Yeah.
Like, everything
definitely
is vegan. But I don't know about the sugar. So go down there and ask. And when you want like a, you know, nice comfort dessert, the crepe is really nice. I like chocolate, so I enjoyed my chocolate and strawberry and banana crepe.
It was filling.
It was
so filling,
and it was a little thicker than a crepe.
Yeah, because that dough was extremely thick, but again, it is tasty with all the different things they said that they can put in there. So we had a few things in there, which made it obviously filling. So it was extremely thick. It was still good, but it was thick. So just please know your dessert is going to be filling as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, the best thing that I had there was that ice cream.
Yes, that vegan ice cream.
That vegan ice cream is so good that they are selling it at other vegan vegetarian restaurants right now. Yeah, they have their own brand of ice cream.
That's awesome.
Yes, they have chocolate and they have vanilla. And so the chocolate was the best
because he was saying they make that themselves. I remember you were asking. So this is homemade, homegrown, y'all, homegrown,
homemade chocolate and vanilla ice cream.
Yes, and I had the vanilla, and the vanilla was there. It was tasty. So depending on if you want that strong or light, it was still good.
But the chocolate just tastes like regular old chocolate, good old ice cream, like an old-fashioned chocolate.
Yeah, old-fashioned.
Yeah, it was so super delicious.
Extremely.
And like I said, they're packaging it for other restaurants, so it has to be, you know,
top quality.
Right, people are loving this ice cream. So, you know, instead of 31 flavors, maybe you should check out Veggie Street. You know,
I love it. Yes.
Or vanilla ice cream. So that was pretty much it for Veggie Street. Yeah, we want to thank you once again for having us to review your restaurant. And if anyone else is interested for us to do a review,
definitely,
please reach out. You can find me at Zandra at itswhereiam.com. As you may or may not know, this is a spinoff of It's Where I Am that the focus is on mental health and wellness. And so we decided to do one about health food and wellness services. So reach out to me on that contact information. Let me know about your service, something you'd like for us to review, and we'll get it done and talk about it here at KUNV.
Alrighty, thank you.
You're welcome, but we're not done.
Oh, okay.
Because we want to highlight what you do.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Right, which is the reason why you're here. Not only to be my fabulous co-host today, but to also talk about some of the things that you're doing in the community. So you are a LMFT,
licensed marriage and family therapist.
Yes.
And transitioning now to body and mind life coach.
Nice.
Yes, I wanted to reach individuals in a more creative way.
Okay.
And when I say body, it's proven health-wise, medical-wise, that we hold things in the body. Stress or whatever the case. I mean, think about it. You know, massages, yoga, acupuncture.
Yes.
And so I wanted to incorporate my love of dance, my love of movement. Yes, you know, the dance, you know, whatever type of dance you like. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And how to use that and to help people release things of the past. We hold on to negative messaging from yesteryear or from, you know, people have said things and we hold on to those things.
Yes.
And so I want to assist people to release, overcome the negative thinking so that they can get back to their own identity, not what other people said about us. Right. And start loving yourself for who God created you to be.
All right. Well, amen. You know, I went and saw Deepak Chopra here at UNLV.
Yes.
And you know what? He said anger is from past trauma. Right? And that really resonated with me because I'm like, wow, I'm kind of angry a lot. So why am I so angry? It's from things that I've experienced that are traumatizing.
That's real, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a little nugget to think about, you know. Don't be angry. If you're angry, why are you angry? And then fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I appreciate you telling us about what you do. Now, I also know that you have written a book.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us about your book.
Thank you again, Zandra, for this opportunity. And so the two books that I have right now.
Two. Not one, but two. Okay.
Selling on Amazon. It's a daily devotional called From Stress to Rest.
Oh.
Okay, we need that in our life.
I love
it. From stress to rest. Okay, so that is a daily devotional, and it talks about anxiety, thoughts of self-harm. Let's keep it real. Some of these things were my experience and my own feelings. that I've experienced, and then from other, friends that I've talked to. Again, really easy read, because all of us can get to that place of rest,
Okay.
And then the other one is called Daily Press. The Daily Press is more like it's entries, but it's more like a journal. Yeah,
Okay.
I asked the reader to, there's questions in there.
Okay.
For the reader to answer, to help process these things that you talk about. Anger. Why am I experiencing anger? Why am I frustrated? How do I handle people in my life who are not treating me well? And so I have the reader write these, answer the questions.
Okay.
In Daily Press. Again, the purpose is to help us process those things that have happened. How can we grow from those things and not let resentment, bitterness, turn us into people we are not. So that's Daily Press.
Well, I wish you had brought my copy of my book with you signed.
I do have it in the car. So
Okay. So we'll make sure we put that on the YouTube, because you can find We're Over Here with Zandra on my YouTube channel. Also, we are on Apple, Spotify, Google, and Amazon.
There you go.
You
Yes.
can find us on all major podcast platforms. So I'm everywhere. You can find me. And my new co-host, I think she's going to stay. So we'll resume next year, I believe in January. So for our second season.
Yes, new year.
Yeah.
2023. Amen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Amen. 2023. Yes. And so again, thank you to Sheba for being here. My new co-host of We're Over Here. And I am Zandra Pollard. And thank you for tuning in. We will see you next year, 2023. But also, you can always catch me on It's Where I Am every second Saturday of the month. And again, you can always catch me anytime you want on my YouTube channel, It's Where I Am, and also my website, itswhereiam.com. So thank you. We'll see you next year.
Have a good one.